When Elon Musk announced SpaceX was shifting operations from California to Texas, it wasn't just a corporate relocation. It was a $2 billion annual revenue loss for the Golden State. But why would America's most innovative rocket company abandon Silicon Valley's backyard? The showdown between SpaceX and California reveals a classic business dilemma that impacts us all. In one corner, a state with unparalleled talent but crushing regulations. In the other, a state offering freedom to innovate with open arms and simplified approvals. The breaking point? California's labyrinth of environmental regulations, particularly the California Environmental Quality Act, created endless roadblocks for SpaceX's expansion plans at its Hawthorne headquarters. While the company waited for approvals, Texas officials were already rolling out the red carpet. The tension escalated during the pandemic when Musk defied California's lockdown orders to reopen Tesla's Fremont factory. Governor Newsom publicly criticized Musk for putting profits over people, while a California assemblywoman tweeted, "Footwash Elon Musk." His response was decisive. Message received. Meanwhile, Texas offered SpaceX everything California wouldn't: financial incentives, streamlined approvals, and protection from excessive regulation. The result? Starbase, SpaceX's sprawling launch facility in South Texas, has become the centerpiece of humanity's most ambitious space exploration projects, with billions in infrastructure investment. This corporate exodus isn't unique to SpaceX. Since 2018, California has hemorrhaged over $1 trillion in corporate assets as businesses flee to more business-friendly states. In 2023 alone, Stanford University's Hoover Institution estimated the state lost over $2 billion in tax revenue from corporate migration. Welcome to Elon Musk 24 Hours. Let's dive right in. The battle between California and Texas for aerospace dominance represents more than just corporate politics. It's a fundamental clash of governing philosophies. When we examine SpaceX's exodus from California, we're witnessing the consequences of how different states approach innovation, regulation, and business partnerships. SpaceX's frustration with California didn't happen overnight. For years, the company struggled with the state's environmental review process. While the California Environmental Quality Act, CEQA, was designed with good intentions to protect California's natural resources, in practice it became a weapon that opponents could use to delay projects indefinitely. At Hawthorne headquarters, SpaceX engineers were designing revolutionary spacecraft while their expansion plans collected dust on regulators' desks. A former SpaceX executive, speaking anonymously, revealed, "We'd submit environmental impact assessments and wait months for feedback, only to be told we needed to start over with new parameters." The goalposts kept moving. The company's ambitious timeline for Starship development simply couldn't withstand California's regulatory timeline. When SpaceX needed to conduct rapid prototyping and testing, building, failing, learning, and rebuilding, California's process required them to predict outcomes that were, by definition, unpredictable in cutting-edge aerospace development. The tension between Musk and California officials reached its breaking point during COVID-19. When Tesla's Fremont factory was ordered closed while other businesses received exemptions, Musk saw it as selective enforcement. "Tesla is the last car maker left in California," Musk tweeted in May 2020. "If we're even able to restart manufacturing, how long before the state shuts us down again with a new excuse?" The conflict escalated when Alameda County officials threatened arrests if Tesla resumed production. Musk reopened anyway, daring authorities to arrest him first. This public standoff created an irreparable rift between California's government and one of its most innovative entrepreneurs. Governor Newsom attempted damage control, but by then Musk had already decided California's regulatory environment was incompatible with his company's missions. When California Assemblywoman Lorena Gonzalez tweeted "features Elon Musk," it merely confirmed what he already suspected. He was unwelcome in the state where he'd built his companies. While California politicians were antagonizing Musk, Texas officials were crafting a comprehensive strategy to attract SpaceX. Governor Greg Abbott personally called Musk, assuring him that Texas would protect SpaceX's ability to innovate while balancing environmental concerns. In Texas, we believe in creating the conditions for innovation to flourish, not micromanaging how companies achieve their goals. Abbott stated publicly, after securing SpaceX's commitment to expand operations in the state, the contrast couldn't be starker. California officials viewed SpaceX through the lens of compliance, while Texas viewed the company as a strategic partner in creating the future. This fundamental difference in approach is why Starbase, not Hawthorne, is now home to humanity's most ambitious space exploration projects. What Texas gained from California's loss is staggering. SpaceX has transformed Boca Chica, once a quiet beach community, into Starbase, a sprawling aerospace complex that's revolutionizing space travel. The numbers tell the story. $7.5 million in Texas, state grants specifically for Starbase's vertical integration facility, 2 operational orbital launch mounts with plans for at least 2 more massive expansion of manufacturing facilities for Starship and Raptor engines, creation of hundreds of high-paying aerospace jobs, development of local infrastructure to support SpaceX operations. Starbase now features multiple high-bay assembly areas, specialized ring factories, and advanced propellant storage facilities. The site has become a self-contained aerospace ecosystem where SpaceX can rapidly iterate on Starship design without navigating California's regulatory maze. What would take 3 years in California, we can accomplish in 3 months at Starbase, a SpaceX engineer explained. When you're trying to make humanity multiplanetary, that time difference isn't just inconvenient, it's existential. SpaceX's expansion in Texas extends beyond Boca Chica. The company has significantly upgraded its McGregor testing facility, where new Raptor engines undergo rigorous evaluation before being installed on Starship prototypes. This integrated approach allows SpaceX to maintain complete control over its supply chain and quality standards. The impact extends far beyond SpaceX itself. Texas has leveraged its relationship with the company to build an entire aerospace ecosystem. Local suppliers have developed specialized capabilities to meet SpaceX's unique requirements, creating an innovation cluster that attracts additional aerospace companies. Brownsville, the nearest major city to Starbase, has experienced an economic renaissance. Property values have increased by over 40% since SpaceX began operations. New restaurants, hotels, and service businesses have opened to support the influx of engineers, technicians, and space enthusiasts. The University of Texas Rio Grande Valley has developed specialized aerospace engineering programs in partnership with SpaceX, creating a talent pipeline that ensures long-term sustainability for the region's aerospace sector. Meanwhile, California's losses continue to mount. The $2 billion annual tax revenue loss from corporate exodus is just the beginning. The state is experiencing a brain drain as aerospace talent follows SpaceX to Texas. Research from Stanford University's Hoover Institution reveals that since 2018, California has lost over $1 trillion in corporate assets as businesses relocate to more hospitable regulatory environments. What makes this story particularly significant is what's coming next. SpaceX isn't just building rockets in Texas, it's developing an entirely new transportation paradigm. Starship isn't only designed for Mars missions, it's being developed for Earth-based point-to-point travel that could revolutionize global transportation. Musk envisions a future where passengers board Starship in Texas and arrive in Tokyo or Singapore within an hour. This hypersonic Earth travel system would make SpaceX not just an aerospace company, but a transformative transportation provider. Texas officials are already working with SpaceX to prepare regulatory frameworks for this revolutionary service. Meanwhile, California's transportation agencies remain focused on high-speed rail projects that have faced years of delays and billions in cost overruns. Texas understands that the future of transportation isn't just about improving existing systems, it's about enabling entirely new paradigms, explained a transportation policy expert. Their willingness to engage with SpaceX on point-to-point rocket travel demonstrates a forward-thinking approach that California has abandoned. It would be misleading to suggest Texas has abandoned all regulation. Environmental protections remain in place, and SpaceX must still comply with federal requirements from agencies like the FAA. The difference is in how Texas approaches the regulatory process. Texas regulators work collaboratively with SpaceX, focusing on achieving safety and environmental goals without prescribing specific methods. This allows the company to innovate while still protecting public interests. California's prescriptive approach, by contrast, often mandates specific technologies or methods that may already be outdated by the time approval is granted. This distinction matters enormously in rapidly evolving fields like aerospace. When regulations focus on outcomes rather than processes, companies can develop novel solutions that achieve regulatory goals more efficiently. Beyond corporate decisions and tax implications, there's a human story unfolding. Aerospace engineers, among the most highly skilled professionals in the country, are voting with their feet. "I spent 15 years in California aerospace," explained Michael Chen, a propulsion engineer who relocated to Texas. "The decision to move wasn't just about following SpaceX. It was about going somewhere my work wouldn't be constantly undermined by regulatory paralysis." Chen isn't alone. Thousands of aerospace professionals have made similar choices, creating a talent migration that further reinforces Texas's growing dominance in space technology. This shift represents a generational change in where America's space future will be built. The talent migration extends beyond engineering to include manufacturing expertise, management capabilities, and specialized aerospace knowledge. Institutional capabilities that took decades to develop in California and are now being transplanted to Texas soil. One of the most significant advantages SpaceX gained from relocating to Texas is the ability to maintain a rapid launch cadence for Starship testing. In South Texas, the company can quickly iterate on designs, conduct test flights, analyze results, and implement improvements. SpaceX's 2024 plan includes 9 to 12 Starship launches, a schedule that would be impossible under California's regulatory framework. This accelerated timeline is critical for NASA's Artemis program, which relies on Starship as the human landing system for returning astronauts to the lunar surface. "The ability to test rapidly is everything in rocket development," explained a former NASA engineer. "What SpaceX is accomplishing in Texas would take 3 times longer anywhere else. That's not just a competitive advantage, it's the difference between success and failure in space exploration." The SpaceX story isn't isolated. It represents a broader economic realignment happening across America. States with streamlined regulations, lower taxes, and business-friendly policies are gaining ground against traditionally dominant economic centers that have become complacent. California's $3 trillion economy remains America's largest, but its growth rate has slowed significantly. Meanwhile, Texas has experienced robust economic expansion, attracting companies across multiple sectors, not just aerospace. The lesson for state governments is clear. In today's economy, capital and talent are more mobile than ever before. Companies and skilled workers can and will relocate when regulatory burdens become excessive. This mobility creates healthy competition between states to create environments where innovation can flourish. For SpaceX, the move to Texas has proven transformative. Free from California's regulatory constraints, the company has accelerated Starship development to a pace that was previously unimaginable. The massive rocket, standing nearly 400 feet tall when fully stacked, represents humanity's most powerful launch vehicle ever created, and it's being built in Texas, not California. As SpaceX's Starbase continues to evolve, it stands as a powerful reminder that innovation flourishes where it's welcomed. The company's journey from California to Texas represents more than just corporate relocation. It reveals how government policies directly shape our economic and technological future. California's loss wasn't inevitable. Had state officials approached SpaceX as partners rather than adversaries, they might have preserved billions in tax revenue and thousands of high-paying jobs. Instead, Texas recognized the immense value that visionary companies bring and created conditions where they could thrive. The ultimate winner in this story? American space innovation. With reduced bureaucracy and supportive policies, SpaceX is now accelerating humanity's path to becoming a multiplanetary species. Starbase has become the launchpad not just for rockets, but for America's next great technological revolution. What do you think about this corporate migration? Has California's regulatory approach gone too far? Or is Texas sacrificing too much in its business-friendly approach? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this analysis of how government policies impact innovation, hit Hit the like button and subscribe to Elon Musk 24 Hours for more insights into how today's tech visionaries are shaping our future. Don't forget to ring that notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos exploring the business strategies behind tomorrow's technologies. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.